It's 2:47 a.m. The house is quiet. The air feels still. You lie there, eyes wide open, listening to the ticking clock on your nightstand. You've tried everything: the herbal teas, the white noise, even those little blue pills your doctor warned you about. And yet, night after night, you find yourself stuck in the same loop, exhausted, but unable to drift off. Or worse, falling asleep, only to wake up hours later, alert and anxious. Sound familiar? If you're over 50, this probably isn't just an occasional frustration, it's become your new normal. But what if I told you that your answer might not be in a pharmacy bottle, but in your kitchen? Yes, real food. Simple, natural ingredients that don't knock you out like a pill, but gently remind your body how to sleep, the way it used to before the stress, the hormones, the years. Today, I'll walk you through 7 powerful foods backed by science and experience, foods that calm your nervous system, balance your hormones, and help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. This isn't a miracle cure. It's not a magic bullet. It's a return to rhythm, a quiet invitation to let your body rest the way it was designed to. So if you're tired of feeling tired, let's start. Falling asleep used to be so simple. You'd lie down, maybe read a few pages from a book, and within minutes, your eyelids would grow heavy. Now it feels like your brain forgot how. But here's the truth: it's not your fault. After age 50, your body begins to change in ways that quietly interfere with sleep. Your internal clock, the circadian rhythm that used to guide your rest and wake cycles, begins to drift. Melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to signal bedtime, doesn't show up on time, or doesn't show up enough. Your cortisol, the stress hormone, may stay elevated longer than it should. Even your blood sugar levels, which used to stay stable through the night, may now spike or drop, waking you up at 2 or 3 a.m. without warning. And then there's the gut. Yes, your gut. Science now tells us that your digestive health is directly connected to your sleep quality. An imbalance in gut bacteria can block the production of key neurotransmitters like serotonin, which, by the way, is the building block of melatonin. In other words, if your digestion is off, your sleep probably is too. Now add in late-night screens, chronic worry medications with side effects, and years of sleep-depriving habits. It's no wonder millions of older adults are exhausted even after a full night in bed. But here's the part that gives us hope. Your body hasn't forgotten how to sleep. It just needs to remember. And the right foods, real, natural, calming foods, can gently remind it. Not by forcing it like pills do, but by nourishing the exact systems responsible for healthy, deep, uninterrupted rest. That's what we'll explore together next. Because once you understand what your body needs, sleep won't be a fight anymore. It'll be familiar again. In America, we often think of food as fuel, something that gives us energy, keeps our bodies going, maybe comforts us after a long day. But what if food could do more? What if it could help you sleep, not by knocking you out, but by quietly, gently preparing your body and brain for rest? Here's the thing: your ability to sleep well isn't just about melatonin. It's about your nervous system, your hormones, your blood sugar, your muscles, even your mood. And all of these systems are directly influenced by what you eat. Let's take magnesium, for example, a mineral found in many nuts and leafy greens. It helps relax your muscles, calm your nerves, and slow your heart rate. 3 essential ingredients for falling asleep naturally. Or tryptophan, an amino acid found in bananas, oats, and nuts, which your brain uses to create serotonin, the feel-good chemical that promotes peace and stability. Serotonin is then converted into melatonin, your body's sleep signal. There's also vitamin B6, zinc, healthy fats, resistant starch. Each nutrient plays a role. Each one sends your brain and body a message. It's time to let go. You're safe. You can rest now. And when you combine these nutrients and the right foods at the right time of day, they work together like a symphony. No pills, no chemicals, just real food, wholesome, simple, and powerful. That's what makes this approach so beautiful. It doesn't force your body to sleep. It helps your body remember how. And in the next section, I'll show you exactly which 7 foods are the most powerful and how to eat them so they actually work. Let's begin. If you're watching right now, let me know you're with me. Leave a comment with a 1 if this information resonates with you. If not, type 0. Let's start with something simple, something you've probably seen 1,000 times on your kitchen counter. The banana. Not exactly the first thing you'd think of as a sleep remedy, right? But behind its yellow peel lies one of nature's most gentle sleep supporters. You see, bananas are packed with 3 key nutrients: magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6. Magnesium helps calm your muscles. Potassium supports steady heart rhythms and reduces nighttime cramps. Vitamin B6, it's the spark that helps convert tryptophan, an amino acid in food, into serotonin. And serotonin, as we mentioned earlier, becomes melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. It's like building blocks in perfect order. Tryptophan, serotonin, melatonin, all triggered by what you eat. Now here's where it gets real. Take Rosa, she's 65, retired, and for years she's struggled with what doctors called age-related insomnia. Restless legs, frequent awakenings, that 3 a.m. fog of frustration. Then she started eating 1 ripe banana about an hour before bed. Not just any banana, one with a few brown spots. That's when it's richest in natural sugars and easier to digest. Within days, the twitching in her legs decreased. Within weeks, her sleep became deeper, longer, more peaceful. And no, she didn't change her mattress or start taking pills. She just started eating the right fruit at the right time. Want to take it up a notch? Make a simple banana pudding. Slice 1 ripe banana and mix it with warm oat milk, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and maybe a few crushed almonds on top. Not only is it comforting, it's a calming cocktail in a bowl. One more thing, if you eat greener bananas, you get resistant starch, a special fiber that feeds good gut bacteria. And yes, some of those bacteria are linked directly to improved serotonin and melatonin production. That means even your gut is in on this. Of course, bananas aren't a magic switch. They won't knock you out like a pill. But what they do is subtler and smarter. They support the systems that help you fall asleep naturally. They remind your brain of what rest is supposed to feel like. And sometimes, that's all we really need. At first glance, almonds are just a crunchy little snack, something you grab by the handful or toss on top of a salad. But beneath that simple shell is a quiet protector of sleep. Almonds are one of the best natural sources of magnesium, a mineral often called nature's tranquilizer. Why? Because magnesium acts like a built-in off switch for your nervous system. It slows things down, relaxes your muscles, lowers your heart rate, and tells your body, it's okay. You can let go now. But that's not all. Almonds also help regulate cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. Ever lie in bed with your mind racing, replaying conversations, thinking of tomorrow's to-do list? That's cortisol at work. and almonds can help bring it back to balance. They're also packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that fights inflammation, especially the kind that builds up in the brain and quietly sabotages sleep quality. Now let me introduce you to Jim. He's 68, a retired police officer. Years of shift work and high stress left his sleep broken and unpredictable. He'd fall asleep fast, but wake up at 2:30 a.m. with his mind wide awake. Then he made one small change. He started eating a small handful of almonds raw or soaked about 45 minutes before bed. That's it. Within a week, the early wake-ups became less frequent. Within a month, he started sleeping through the night, something he hadn't done in over 5 years. So how should you eat them? Simple. A handful of raw almonds, or soak them for 4 to 6 hours to reduce anti-nutrients and improve absorption. Or better yet, make your own almond milk at home. Blend soaked almonds with warm water, strain, and enjoy with a pinch of cinnamon. It's creamy, it's calming, and it's completely natural. Just one note, if you have nut allergies, of course, steer clear. There are other foods in this list that can help too, but if almonds work for you, they might quietly become your nightly sleep partner. Not flashy, not instant, but dependable. Like a good friend who never says much, but always shows up when you need them. They're sweet, they're bright, they're the kind of fruit you might enjoy on a summer afternoon. But cherries, they're also one of nature's most powerful and overlooked sleep tools. Here's why. Cherries are one of the only natural foods that contain actual melatonin, the hormone your brain releases each night to say it's bedtime. In an ideal world, your body makes plenty of melatonin on its own, like clockwork, but life gets in the way. Stress, too much light at night, aging, late dinners, screens in bed, they all disrupt that rhythm. That's where cherries come in. Just 10 to 15 cherries, fresh or frozen about an hour before bed, can help restore that rhythm, gently nudging your body back into balance. But that's just the beginning. Cherries are also packed with anthocyanins, vibrant red pigments that double as powerful antioxidants. These compounds help reduce inflammation in the brain, which is a hidden but major culprit of poor sleep, brain fog, and even mood swings. Think of them like a night crew. They quietly clean up the clutter in your brain while you sleep, so you wake up clear-headed, focused, and emotionally steady. Ever wake up feeling off? Not sick, not tired, just off. That's often a sign your body didn't reach the deep restorative stages of sleep. Cherries help guide you there. They smooth the transition between light sleep and deep sleep, giving your body the chance to heal, repair, and truly rest. And there's one more bonus. Cherries are especially helpful during seasonal transitions like daylight savings or winter months when natural light changes mess with your sleep cycle. They act as an anchor, gently holding your rhythm in place even when the world around you shifts. Now, a quick tip. Always choose fresh or frozen cherries. Avoid dried ones. They're often loaded with sugar, which can spike your energy right when your body needs to wind down. Try them on their own, or blend them into a smoothie with almond milk, oats, or banana. It's tasty, it's simple, and it's backed by real science. So the next time sleep feels far away, reach for a handful of cherries, because sometimes the sweetest things in life really do help you rest. It's small, it's fuzzy, it's tart and bright green inside. And yet this humble fruit might just be one of the most effective natural sleep boosters you've never seriously considered. I'm talking about kiwi, your new best friend at bedtime. So what makes it so special? Kiwi is rich in serotonin, a crucial brain chemical responsible for mood calmness and, of course, sleep. Serotonin doesn't just make you feel good. It also acts as the precursor to melatonin, the hormone that helps your body transition into rest. In other words, kiwi helps your brain set the stage for sleep, but it doesn't stop there. Kiwi also contains powerful antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E, both of which help reduce oxidative stress, the silent disruptor behind foggy mornings, poor memory, and emotional imbalance. Have you ever woken up and felt slow, mentally cloudy, like your body slept, but your brain never caught up? That's oxidative stress, and kiwi fights it from the inside out. Now, let's meet Martha. She's 68 and spent years waking up every night around 3 a.m., unable to fall back asleep. She tried pills. They worked for a while, but left her groggy the next day. Then a friend told her about kiwi. She started eating one kiwi before bed. Just one. Within a week, she noticed she was falling asleep faster. Within 2, she was sleeping through the night for the first time in months. Simple, natural, no side effects. Here's a cool bonus. The skin of the kiwi, yes, that fuzzy little layer, contains even more fiber and antioxidants than the inside. You can actually eat it. Just scrub it clean, slice, and enjoy. That extra fiber also supports gut health, which we already know is tied directly to better sleep. Want to take it a step further? Pair half a banana with one kiwi about an hour before bed. The banana gives you tryptophan. The kiwi provides serotonin. Together they create the perfect foundation for melatonin and for deeper rest. Or blend them into a creamy nighttime smoothie with warm oat milk. Light, soothing, and surprisingly effective. Kiwi may be small, but its impact on your sleep, that's big. We usually think of oatmeal as a breakfast food, warm, comforting, something to start your day with. But what if I told you that same bowl of oats might actually be the perfect thing to end your day with too? Yes, oatmeal at night. It might sound unusual, but it's one of the most underrated sleep-supporting foods you could add to your routine. Here's why. Oatmeal is rich in slow-digesting complex carbohydrates, which play a very special role in helping you stay asleep through the night. Let me explain. When your blood sugar drops too low, usually around 2 or 3 a.m., your body panics. It thinks you're running out of fuel. So it triggers a stress response, releasing cortisol and adrenaline to wake you up, even if everything around you is quiet and still. Ever had that sudden, unexplained awakening in the middle of the night? That might be why. But oatmeal, it helps prevent that. It gives your body steady, long-lasting energy throughout the night. No sugar crashes, no stress spikes, no 3 a.m. brain buzz. And that's just the beginning. Oats are also high in magnesium and zinc, 2 minerals that calm your nervous system and help your body produce melatonin naturally. And here's something even more fascinating. Oats contain a special compound called avenin, which has gentle, sedative-like effects. It doesn't make you drowsy like medication. Instead, it quiets the mental chatter, allowing your thoughts to slow down and your mind to settle. Think of it as a gentle hand on your shoulder at the end of a long day, saying you've done enough. It's okay to rest now. So how do you use it? Here's a simple recipe. Cook half a cup of rolled oats in warm almond or oat milk. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon, a few chopped almonds or walnuts, and maybe a dash of honey if you like it. Sweet. It's creamy, cozy, and naturally calming. Or try blending a spoonful of ground oats into a smoothie with banana and plant milk. It's light digestible, and won't weigh you down before bed. And if you're wondering whether this actually works, multiple studies have shown that people who eat oats regularly spend more time in deep sleep, the stage when your body heals, your brain resets, and your energy is truly restored. So even if the total number of hours you sleep stays the same, you'll wake up feeling better, sharper, clearer, more you. Oatmeal at night, it's not just comfort food, it's sleep food in disguise. Chamomile is practically a symbol of calm. It's the go-to tea when someone says, "I need to relax." Mothers give it to their children. Grandparents pass it down like tradition. You've probably had it in your cupboard for years. But here's something most people don't realize. Chamomile only works if you prepare it correctly. That light yellow cup you get after dipping a tea bag for 30 seconds. That's not enough. It might taste nice, but it won't give you the sleep support you're hoping for. What makes chamomile truly effective is a compound called apigenin. Apigenin is a natural flavonoid, a plant-based chemical that binds to receptors in your brain. Specifically, the same ones targeted by anti-anxiety medications. It tells your nervous system, "You're safe now, let go." But apigenin is fragile. Pour boiling water directly onto it, and you might destroy much of its power. Steep it too quickly, or uncover the cup, and those beneficial oils escape into the air before they can ever help you. So how do you brew it, right? Let me walk you through it. First, use dried whole chamomile flowers, not cheap grocery store tea bags. They're fresher, more potent, and full of apigenin. Boil your water, then let it cool for about 1 minute until it's just steaming, not bubbling. That's around 175, 185 degrees Fahrenheit. The sweet spot. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons of chamomile flowers per cup. Cover your cup and steep for at least 8 to 10 minutes. This step is crucial. While it steeps, dim the lights. Maybe play soft music. Let this become a ritual, a quiet cue for your brain that the day is ending. Want to enhance the effect? Try adding a touch of lemon balm, passion flower, or a teaspoon of raw honey, all of which support nervous system relaxation and help regulate sleep. Now here's the beautiful part. When you prepare chamomile, this way slowly, intentionally, it becomes more than tea. It becomes a signal, a message your body starts to recognize night after night. A cue that says, the day is over, you're safe, it's time to rest. It's not a knockout solution. It won't make you drowsy in 10 minutes. But used consistently with the right preparation, chamomile can train your brain to expect rest again. And in a world full of overstimulation, that kind of gentle signal is a powerful thing. You've probably heard that walnuts are good for your heart. But did you know they might be even better for your sleep? Yes, these wrinkled, brain-shaped little nuts are quiet powerhouses when it comes to helping your body rest. Let's start with the basics. Walnuts are rich in healthy fats, especially omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These fats aren't just good for your heart, they're also essential building blocks for melatonin. That's right. Your brain needs these fats to create melatonin efficiently, the hormone that tells your body when it's time to wind down and sleep. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Walnuts don't just help your body make melatonin, they actually contain melatonin already formed and ready to use. That means when you eat them, you're giving your body a gentle boost in the very hormone it needs to fall asleep and stay asleep. And that's not all. Walnuts also offer a good dose of magnesium, the muscle relaxer, tryptophan, the mood stabilizer, and antioxidants, the brain protectors. Let's talk about modern, he struggled with sleep interruptions, waking up multiple times a night for no obvious reason. No noise, no light, no stress, just awake. Then he started adding 4 to 5 walnuts to his dinner plate, or sometimes just as a light snack, an hour before bed, paired with kiwi or banana. Within 2 weeks, he noticed something had changed. The wake-ups didn't come as often, and when they did, he could fall back asleep much faster. It wasn't dramatic, it was quiet, subtle, natural, but it made all the difference. So how do you make the most of walnuts? Eat them soaked, if possible, about 4 hours in water, makes them easier to digest, and improves nutrient absorption. Pair them with a carb-rich fruit, like banana or kiwi. This helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier, where it becomes serotonin, then melatonin. Use them as part of a calming bedtime bowl. Oats plant. Milk-sliced, fruit-crushed walnuts. Simple, nourishing, effective. Walnuts may not look like much, but when it comes to restoring your natural rhythm, they're one of the best tools your brain can ask for. Sometimes the answer isn't new, it's just forgotten. And walnuts. They're a beautiful reminder that food was always meant to be our first medicine. If you're watching right now, let me know you're with me. Leave a comment with a 1 if this information resonates with you. If not, type 0. You can be doing everything right. Eating the right foods, creating a quiet bedtime routine, turning off screens early. But if one small habit is working against you, you might never see the results you're hoping for. Let's talk about 2 of the most common and misunderstood sleep wreckers. You might think it's harmless. After all, it's decaf, right? But here's the truth. Decaf coffee still contains about 3 to 10% of the original caffeine. And if you're sensitive, especially as you get older, that small amount is enough to disrupt your sleep cycle. But it's not just the caffeine. The process used to remove caffeine often involves chemical solvents, like methylene chloride, a compound that may subtly interfere with your neurotransmitters, the brain's messengers for rest and alertness. Even more interesting, your brain has likely formed a conditioned response to the smell and taste of coffee. That familiar warmth, that deep aroma. Your mind interprets it as a signal. Time to focus, not time to sleep. So even if there's barely any caffeine, your brain may still stay on alert. What to do? Instead, swap your nightly decaf with a sleep-supporting infusion like chamomile lemon balm or passion flower. Warm, natural, and it sends the right message to your brain. After a long day, it's tempting to eat late, especially when dinner gets pushed past 8 or 9 p.m. But heavy late meals can interfere with digestion and throw off your internal body temperature, both of which can delay melatonin release. Even certain combinations like fermented foods with alcohol or chocolate can trigger histamine reactions, causing heat restlessness and shallow sleep. You might not even notice the connection until you wake up feeling puffy, overheated, or vaguely anxious. What to do? Instead, eat dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Keep it light, be clean, and calming. Think warm grains, vegetables, and a small portion of protein. Save heavier meals for earlier in the day when digestion is more active. Small shifts, big changes. Sometimes improving your sleep isn't about adding more, but about removing the one thing quietly stealing it. Let's get back to rest, not just with what you do, but with what you let go of. Now that you've discovered the 7 powerful sleep-supporting foods, you might be wondering, how do I put them together in a way that actually works? Let's make it simple. Here are 3 gentle, satisfying nighttime food combinations, each designed to help you fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling renewed. This is your serotonin starter kit. The banana provides tryptophan, the amino acid that sets the sleep cycle in motion. The kiwi delivers serotonin, helping the brain feel calm and ready. And warm oat milk adds magnesium, zinc, and slow-release carbs to steady your energy through the night. How to make it? Blend half a ripe banana plus 1 peeled kiwi plus 1 cup of warm oat milk. Optional, add a dash of cinnamon or 1 TSP ground flaxseed for added benefit. Drink it slowly, about 45 minutes before bed. It's creamy, light, comforting, like a lullaby in a glass. Think of this as your anti-wake-up at 3 a.m. bowl. The oats provide stable nighttime energy. Almonds contribute magnesium and help regulate cortisol. And cherries, your natural source of melatonin, straight from nature. How to make it? Cook half a cup of rolled oats with almond milk. Top with a few raw or soaked almonds, plus 8 to 10 fresh or frozen cherries. Optional. Add a drizzle of honey or sprinkle of chia seeds. It's hearty enough to satisfy, but gentle enough to never weigh you down. This is less of a snack and more of a ritual. The chamomile, when brewed correctly, tells your nervous system you're safe. The walnuts deliver melatonin, plus and tryptophan, plus healthy fats to sustain you. And raw honey. It stabilizes blood sugar just enough to prevent 2 a.m. wake-ups caused by glucose dips. How to make it? Brew 1 TBSP of dried chamomile flowers in hot water, not boiling, for 10 minutes covered. Sip slowly. Eat 2 to 3 soaked walnuts plus 1 TSP raw, honey optional, directly in the tea. This isn't just about nutrients. It's about creating a message your brain learns to trust each night. You don't need to overhaul your life. Sometimes one small evening change can ripple into deep healing rest. Start simple. Be consistent. And let your body remember that rest is your right. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered, why do people in some parts of the world sleep better than others? Why is it that in places like Japan, Iceland, or certain Mediterranean villages, people fall asleep easily, even into their 70s, 80s, and beyond, while in modern American households, insomnia seems to grow more common with each passing year? It's not just about genetics, it's about rhythm, ritual, respect for rest. In Japan, there's a word, inamuri, which means being present while asleep. They don't see rest as laziness. It's part of balance. Elders nap without shame. They walk after dinner. They sip herbal infusions instead of reaching for sleeping pills. In Mediterranean cultures, dinner is early light and enjoyed slowly, often before 7 p.m. There's no late-night snacking, no binging in front of the TV, just quiet evenings, dim lights, and time to unwind. In Iceland, where winter nights last for months, people turn to nature and rhythm, warm baths, fermented fish, slow routines instead of artificial fixes. Now think about our culture. Many of us in America are taught to push through. Sleep is treated like a luxury, not a need. We stay up late to get more done, check our phones in bed, and treat rest as something we earn instead of something we deserve. But here's the truth. Sleep isn't weakness. Sleep is strength, the foundation of memory, mood, immunity, and longevity. A personal reflection. Let me tell you a story, not from science, not from a study, but from real life. A close friend of mine, let's call her Carol, spent years chasing sleep. She tried everything over-the-counter pills, white noise machines, magnesium sprays, even those sleep apps with ocean sounds. Nothing lasted, until one evening she did something different. She turned off all the lights in her apartment at 8:30. She brewed a proper cup of chamomile. She wrote a simple list of 3 things she was grateful for. She ate 2 walnuts. She lay in bed and breathed. No pressure to fall asleep, just stillness. That night, she didn't sleep perfectly, but it was the first night in months she didn't feel anxious in the dark. And the next night, a little better. Then, a little better again. Until weeks later, her sleep became something she could rely on, not chase. You see, the biggest shift isn't in the food, it's in how we approach rest, with respect, with rhythm, with care. You're not broken. You're not alone. You just need to remember what your body has always known. Sleep isn't a battle, it's a return. Let's take a moment. You've just learned about 7 simple, powerful foods and how each one works not to sedate, but to remind your body of what it already knows. How to sleep, how to let go, how to heal. And that's the heart of it. This video isn't about rules or restrictions. It's about offering your body the tools to return to its natural rhythm, to rest the way it was designed, to softly, deeply, fully. So if you're someone who's been struggling night after night, who's tired of feeling tired, just know you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not broken. You're just out of rhythm. And rhythm can always be restored. If this video helped you even a little, consider sharing it with someone else who needs rest tonight. If you've tried one of these foods, tell us in the comments what worked best for you, what surprised you, and if you're curious about what not to do, in our next video, we'll reveal why melatonin pills stop working after age 60 and what to do instead. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you not just next time, but next night. Sweet dreams. If you're watching right now, let me know you're with me. Leave a comment with a 1 if this information resonates with you. If not, type 0.